Hey guys, so today I'm gonna react to an anime called Little Miss Vampire Ken Sakurai. It sounds wrong. Sounds like it's gonna be potentially a raunchy type of series, very edgy. It might be wholesome, but Little Miss Vampire Ken Sakurai sounds wrong. But this is official trailer. Let's check it out. 'Cause it seems like everyone finds it pretty or something. I don't know why she's using this swear like this. I guess it's a style, but whatever. Okay, I guess. Well, she does have wings. Let me go back a bit. Yeah, she has wings. So okay. Some it's normal for vampires to have wings that like actual vampire bat wings, but sometimes they don't have it. And this seems like a typical school series where it's only for some reason it's only one guy and a bunch of girls, 3 or 4 girls around him, but he's the only dude, only making female friends. Typical potentially harem type of series. Nothing special. 'Cause the girl likes him. They try to make it cute, and her voice is very high pitched. I hate when they do that, but that's the approach they're taking. It's okay. So far, not really interested in it. But I think my wife might actually want to try it out. Oh, so it is going to be released in October 2025. So it's another fall anime series. So fall 2025. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'm not really impressed by it. It's I guess they're trying to go make it kissified, right? Cutified, the whole vampire sucking breath situation. I'm not a huge fan of cutified type of series when they make it too cutesy and everything is like adorable. It depends, right? I don't like when they overdo it, and I think they're overdoing too much here. I guess in middle schools or high school is not sure, but it's okay. Again, I'm not a huge fan of series that make it things too cute, and there's just nothing really deep and serious about it. I have problems like that with some series where it's supposed to be more serious. They try to add the cutesy element to it, while adding some more horror stuff or really mess up stuff to it, which is fine, but not a huge fan of that approach. I prefer things just being serious from the get go. No cutesy elements, just be serious. Treat us as much as possible like an actual adult. That's more my preference. This is from the trailer. It looks like a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10 anime series. Maybe, probably forgettable. But hey, I'm not saying I'm gonna give a chance. I will watch the first episode and see how I feel. My wife may like this more, but also both my wife and I got kind of bored of Witch Watch. It started well, the first few episodes, I think the first 5 episodes, and then it just started to kind of go after a rail and becoming very boring. And they don't focus much on the romance between the female MC and the male MC, and they keep adding more and more characters, and more people living with them. It kind of ruined potential of a really good romance that could be really deep to just being very somewhat comical. It's not hilarious. It's I have fun in some moments if if you know the references, but it's okay. Not that funny, and they kind of going too much slice of life and ignoring the romance. And every time there's an action scene, everything just works out well. It's kind of annoying. There's no real consequences, and I hate when they do that. Just create real consequences. Rosario Vampire is the same shit. They resolve everything quickly, and there are no real consequences. I don't like that. This series, I don't think is gonna really have any action, but it's just giving a very boring kind of vibe. I don't think this is gonna be a very exciting series. My opinion. You guys can let me know in the comment section if you agree, disagree with me. If you think this will be exciting, amazing, maybe you guys gonna love it. I've been watching anime for decades. I'm talking about since I was a child in Brazil. So I watch in Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. I watch in English, Japanese, English subs, Portuguese subs, and I'm pretty. I think when I can make an opinion of an anime, I probably would be accurate to the way I feel about it. I probably would not like it. I could be wrong, and maybe I'll love this series. But the way they're approaching it, it's gonna be just typical and boring. Witch Watch, I gave a chance. It's starting to just get after the fifth episode, or so it's starting to get boring. And unfortunately, that's what happens. If they really focus on the elements of the romance, stop having pointless fights when there are no consequences, it will be better. This one, if they focus heavily on the actual seriousness of the romance, that would be great. But they're all hostile and like here they're making very cutesy. I dealt with main series like this, and I usually drop them within the first episode or two, and I moved on. You know that I usually do that. I will eventually move on from the series. Let me see what the comments saying. The title can be my wife turned into an elementary school student. Yeah, that one I know avoided the series. Just sounds very creepy. It may not be, but mm, sounds creepy to me. Most people, what the hell is that title? Me, it's finally getting an anime. Also, Otori means big bird. Okay, that's good to know. Some people find it, gives them diabetes. It's very cute. All that sugar brass, but uh, I'm the thing is, once it comes to vampire series, I really specialize them to be serious, and I hate when, and I'm gonna say this often, I hate when vampire series become very cutesify in anime role. It's really annoying. I want something like, Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate, or just a Hellsing manga series in general. I want that type of vampire series. Serious shit. If they could make something like that, but instead of just maybe actiony and gory, maybe more deep and adult romance that will have some sexiness in it and can actually see them based about or just basically having sex so you can't see part of it. That's what I want from vampire series. I want something more intense. Make it more, serious. The kitsy stuff is not my thing. I know some people love it, and sometimes it works. There's some series that I like it, depending how they approach it. Spy Family with Anya, she's cute, but the way they do it is really well done. They don't overdo it, and she's also very funny. And the dynamic among Anya, Lloyd, and Yul is great. And also the dog. You can't forget the dog. There are ways to approach it. There was another one which was a babysitting anime series where this guy, he had to take care of his baby brother, and it's all about babysitting the babies. And in my series, it was enjoyable. Would I watch the second season of the same thing again? No. But for first season and that'll be the end of it, I was okay with it. It was a 7 out of 10. It was alright. And I knew what I was getting into. Something like this, and you can tell they trying to do the romance is kind of just losing me when they don't do it seriously. Just my opinion. You guys who disagree and love this, some people in the comment section being reading the manga and they love it and they're excited for this, and that's fine. I get excited for certain things like Down the Down season 2. Very excited about that. Call the Night season 2, been enjoying that too. I've been enjoying both of the series. Fear N, very much enjoyed the series a lot too. So I get it. There's certain series that I love too, but these, I'm kind of getting tired of the typical high school setting or middle school setting or elementary school setting anime series. And unless it can be at the level of Days with my stepsister, more a bit more deeper, I bit start moving on. A sign of fashion is more my taste. That's what I want. Adults, it can be young adults. I'm okay with that. But more adult romance would be nice. What was it? Watakoi, I think is another good one too. But the anime rushed the fuck out of the actual, I think, novel manga series. So a remake would be nice to just fully follow the series, or maybe or maybe have a movie, a trilogy that just has everything in it. That would be cool too. But again, like I said, let me know in the comment section if you agree, disagree with me with the Little Miss Vampire Can't Suck Right. If you think the series is great, let me know why. Maybe you guys can change my mind. Maybe not. I think from my experience of watching anime, reading manga for many years, decades at this point, I'll probably be right that I would not be into this. But I'll give a chance, at least an episode, maybe two, and I'll go from there. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And watch this on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. And if you want to support us, we have a Patreon. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.